Welcome to Big Ben and Ty Sports Cave. I am Big Ben, and that over there is Ty. And I forgot to change my name from last night. That's an alternate character, so ignore that. Anyway, I was last night. I'll say this, and we'll get into the racing. I was last night. Friends of mine, friends of ours, actually have a podcast called the Best Damn Podcast, and they were like, "Hey, you want to come on?" I'm like, "Sure, why not?" And that was my moniker that they know me by. So, nevertheless,
There you go.
thank you. Uh,
I changed it. I
we
got
got
you.
a couple races. Thank you very much. We got a few races. First of all, if you can't make it to the Dream, and we'll talk about that later on, you can go to Farmer City tomorrow night. It's going to be vintage racing night. They're going to have some vintage cars with the Gyres Top Rods Modified 750 win, Big Daddy Scrap Late Models 1500 win. Gates open at 4, hot laps at 6:30, 15 for adults, kids 12 and under free, and veterans for $10. So that was pretty cool. There, at least it has something for people that can't go but even then, you can still go and you can still watch the Dream on Flow. So speaking of the Dream,
Yeah.
like I said, that's tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday night. They had a Flow night in racing last night. I heard it was pretty good. I didn't see it because, again, I was doing something else. But tonight and tomorrow night, it's 30,000 to win. Night 1 and 2 of the Dream. They're going to basically split the field. So basically, that's just taking the whole car count, split in half. This group goes tonight, the other group goes tomorrow night. Basically,
Yeah. They split them into two groups. I don't know how they split them. I don't know if it's just like random night. I can't even speak tonight.
I know what you mean.
Or they.
Like they
Like
put
I
all
said,
the
I don't know.
like they put all the names in a hat or a thing, and they'll pull out however many are registered. And
Yeah.
so anyway, tomorrow night is $35. General admission reserved is $40. And I've seen there, and it looks pretty packed and everything. Nope, went the wrong way. There we go. So Saturday will be the heats, B features, and the 100,000 to win late model Dream. So again, it's going to be on Flow, and you got time to get there if you want to go. If not, again, watch it online. So with that said, sad news in the racing community. Peoria Speedway had its final race last Saturday. It was really somber. It was very good racing. There's very few yellows. 3 out of the 5 classes that raced came down to the wire. I mean, like coming around turns 3 and 4, and someone passed them, or someone just barely edging by right at the line, and it was really good. I mean, and then afterwards, everybody was like, it's usually loud and boisterous in the pit area, but everybody was like, seemed really quiet. So hopefully someone can purchase it and keep the racing going. So with that said, again, we're going to talk about this again. Basically, I'll read this off for everybody. Dick loves racing, but Dick don't go to the races. Dick gets on social media and bashes purses, car counts, costs of racing, tracks, promoters, race teams, and fans. Dick is helping to kill the very thing that he claims to love. Don't be a dick. So with that said, there's been many people on multiple platforms to saying, oh, it's a good thing they went away, or, oh, well, that's what they get for not having a crappy track. They should have done the track, or again, like it says, the purse or whatever. It's like, okay, I get you, but you're the reason why they're going down, because you don't go, you're bashing it. Yeah, I get it. And see, the thing is, me personally, or some of the people that are complaining about it the most are the ones that got caught racing or got kicked out because of something they did. But that's just my opinion, and that's the way I perceived a few things. But what do you think, Ty?
Well, I mean, what happened? You know, and I've heard it from multiple sources. Is he just got tired of all the bullshit? I'm not going to
Mm-hmm.
sugarcoat it. He just tired of the bullshit, and he decided, you know what, I'm done. And it's sad that it came down to that. It should never come down to that.
Right.
Peoria Speedway is a very historical track in central Illinois. It's got a lot of history in dirt track racing. And for anybody to be happy about a part of history being basically almost, well, we don't know. It might open up, it might not open up again. If it doesn't open up, there goes a part of central Illinois dirt track racing history down the drain.
Right.
And it comes down to people running their mouth on social media. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I've never put down a track, because I have. But,
And I have too.
The thing is I saw I saw Peoria gaining better, like the track was 10 times better last year than I've, raced on it prior years.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot smoother. They did the show a lot smoother. They weren't jacking around as much.
Yeah.
I mean, they tried to get everybody out of there at a certain time, and it was nice, and people are always going to compare Peoria and Spoon. I'm going to pull Spoon River's name in there, Lincoln, Macon, every track around central Illinois. They're trying to compare it to Fairbury. Well, we can all say Fairbury is probably the number one track in central Illinois.
Right.
That is safe to say. There's no reason to compete against Fairbury. You're just not going to.
Right.
It's very hard. I mean, what's sad too is I think the last 3 years, Brandon Dean literally just lost interest. He just almost like he didn't care anymore.
Right.
Because you never seen him try to promote the track as much as they used to.
Right.
Jeff Hall was doing it.
Right.
Jeff was sharing. Jeff was, putting out videos, posting a flyer almost every day. Excuse me. Which is sad, because I know Brandon Dean loved racing, and I'm sure he still kind of does. But I think these last couple of years, he has lost interest, because honestly, you go to Peoria Speedway, how many signs do you see of sponsors?
Very few.
Very few. You go to Fairbury, they have a whole row.
The whole front stretch.
Sponsors.
Yeah.
And the thing is, though, is all those sponsors are pretty much paying for the purses that night.
Right. Yeah.
So everything that is coming through the gate is all almost profit for them. Peoria Speedway was almost like that about 10 years ago. I mean, you saw sponsors along the stands. You saw multiple sponsors along the judges' stand.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seemed like Brandon Dean kind of just was like, you know what, I'm tired of the bitching. I'm tired of the whatever. And then he just started losing interest. And I think that's what the issue was with Peoria. is he just straight up lost interest. And it's sad because, like I said, Peoria is a staple of Central Illinois racing. I mean, my grandfather raced there, my uncle raced there a few times. I raced there. I still have friends that race, that race there.
I
Um,
mean, I know at least 3 to 4 people now that's like fourth and almost fifth generation racers there.
yeah, and it's if it doesn't open back up, it will be sad. It'll be sad to see. Um, I just hope that somebody comes along and buys it
Mm-hmm.
and turns it into what it could be.
Right.
Um, I think Peoria was going in the right direction, starting like the last 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
you have the beginning of the season. I think the beginning of the season really put the nail in the coffin. Um,
With the
when they couldn't get a race in,
cancellations
they
and
couldn't get a race in because of the rain. They also the track was rough. You're gonna have nights like that,
right.
and I just think Brandon Dean had enough. And and in a way, I can't really say I blame him.
Right. Me too.
But in a way, it's like, dude, you kind of lost interest like 2 years ago. Why didn't you just say, you know what, guys, I will try to go as long as I can, but I'm putting the track up for sale.
Right.
And
Because Macon did it that way. Kankakee did it that way. They're like,
yeah,
hey, the track's up for sale, but I'm going to go along as much through the year as I can.
and I really think the last couple, like especially last year, probably. Because here's the thing too is Peoria used to pay, I think they paid like 900 for, or I think they paid 1,000 for modifieds. I think,
Right. I think it was.
and then they went to the crate class, so I think they only paid like 750 for them. And then they went, and everybody was like 450, 500, whatever it was. Well, then when Fairbury upped their purses, Brandon Dean did the right thing. He said, "All right, I don't want to lose the crowd I got," because he every Saturday even he had a good field of cars. It's not like they only had like 10 cars. He had a good field. The only one that
Right.
he was struggling with is street stocks. But
Yeah.
I mean, street stocks go up to Fairbury. All there is to it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, that's why a lot of other tracks just stopped running them because a lot of them would go to Fairbury. So that's fine. Um, but when Brandon Dean raised the purses at Peoria, he never found sponsors to help pay for that purse differential.
Yeah.
So all that was coming out of his pocket for that money. And I honestly think it started to drain him. I mean, he has literally said that he probably could have not went one more week of weekly racing
Right. And the
because
thing is, because what?
it's just he didn't and like I said, I think he lost interest because
Right.
like I mean it's easy for me to say this, but if I'm the owner of Peoria Speedway and I want to raise my purses, I'm going to work my ass off to go find sponsors to help
Right.
alleviate that difference.
Well,
So
this is a rumor with him. Now I don't know how truthful it is. So if someone hears this, don't be mad at us. It's just a rumor, like I said. But supposedly those last 2 to 3 years, all he did was stayed up in the office the whole time through the whole night and just had a radio beside him.
and
And
and I heard that too, and that's sad. That just shows me, like I said, he has lost interest in racing, and he has lost interest in his track, and it's sad to see that. And like I said, I'm
Right.
not saying Brandon Dean's a bad guy. He's not.
Right.
I've
He's
met
not.
him,
I met him too. He's real cool. You know.
and he just, I think, like I said, he has just had enough where he's just like, you know what? I'm done.
Well, it's not racing per se, but it's another person that I know. He had a bar over in Pekin, and 4 or 5 years ago, he's like, "I'm done. I'm tired of it," and closed it down. And just recently, like a month ago, he decided to bring it back because he decided to try it one more time. So my point being is, sometimes they get so tired of someone gets so tired of something that they lose interest, and they're just like, time to let it go.
Yeah, and what's the sad part is he's already said if the track doesn't get bought, basically the track is going to be basically disassembled, and he's basically going to make it into a flat plane, and he's going to hold like festivals and stuff there.
Right.
So
Like the flea market that they have.
yeah,
And
yeah. So like I said, it's just, I hope somebody buys it. Um, and there was a rumor going around that West Peoria bought it and they were going to shut it down completely. I don't see that ever. I didn't really see that happening, and then I really looked into it and I forgot that Dylan is the mayor of West Peoria. He used to race at Peoria, and he is not wanting that track to close down
right.
because it brings revenue into West Peoria. I don't care what anybody says, it brings revenue into West Peoria. And
There's
for
like
all the
three or
people
four
complaining,
gas stations on Farmington Road that people go by before and after the races to get stuff for the race or after the race. There's
and
those bars
also,
up and down that road that people go to before and after the races.
well, and also
You
for the
know,
people that complain about the loudness, it was there first.
right.
If you knew you didn't want to be around a racetrack, why did you buy a house around a racetrack?
And you can't play dumb and say you didn't know there was a racetrack because,
I
you know,
mean, technically, the Peoria Speedway was there first. So that's not a valid argument for anybody saying that. And
right.
another thing that is when people say, "Well, I'm glad that they shut down. I'm glad that they shut down." Why? So you're glad that a speedway shut down
Hmm.
and people around that area have to drive longer now if they want to go see a dirt race.
Yeah,
You're
like for me,
happy.
for
You're
instance,
happy about that? Like,
yeah, Sunday when I woke up, I was like, okay, what's the closest track to me? So I was thinking of all the tracks, Fairbury, Charleston, Macon,
Spoon would be closest to
Spoon,
you.
and even I looked up at East Moline, and the average is about an hour and 10 minutes away,
Well,
give
Spoon
or
should be
take.
only about 45 minutes away from you.
I
Not
did it
not
on the
even
Google. I did it on the Google Maps. It said 1 hour and 10 minutes.
to Spoon.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm just going by what the thing said. My point being is the closest one would be about an hour away, give or take.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Uh,
So my point being with all that is now there's really a racing desert in my area because with the price of gas and everything, and 2 hours round trip, you know that's going to be a lot to some like me or even the racers. From Peoria, they'll have to spend extra gas just to pull their vehicles to one of these places.
46 minutes away from you is Spoon
Well,
River Speedway.
apparently the maps is wrong then that I used.
Yeah, like I said, I
So, nevertheless, it's going to be a longer haul for me, is what I'm saying. Which which I might have to. I mean, I don't mind driving, but like I said, I just don't care to spend extra money to gas and stuff. So, yeah, just the point being is it's a sad day because I wanted to just talk about that and talk about also just don't be a dick about it. And again, I'll leave it at this. If you think you can do better, buy the track, run it how you want. And that way, knowing if it fails, the only person you can blame is yourself. You can't blame anything else. Uh, Recap of what we're going to be talking, what we have talked about already is again June 5th, vintage racing night with modifieds and late models. Gates open at 4, hot laps 6:30, racing to follow 15 for adults. Kids 12 and under free, veterans are $10. And also tonight, tomorrow, and
Yeah, I'm back. I'm on my phone.
tonight, I don't know what happened. I just
My computer literally shut down on me. Like I have no idea why.
oh
So
wow. So
just
again,
give me a minute. I'm trying to restart it here.
it's all good. Uh, the Dream tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. Tonight and tomorrow are going to be basically they split the field in half, have two huge races. So I'm pretty much thinking so people can get more used to the track and setting up and basically, giving fans extra racing at the track. Then Sunday, Saturday, maybe Sunday, depending on if it rains. Uh, you got the big races. You got everything else minus probably the qualifying.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's basically the really good. Where'd you go? There you go.
I'm yeah, I'm right here.
Oh, somehow you got removed from the stage, but nevertheless, racing those 2 days. Now, how about I'm going to call a audible, and no, it's not up here because when you left, the graphic left.
Yeah,
But
I'll just tell them the Peoria Chiefs are home tonight all the way through Sunday, and then they go to South Bend um, to play them for, I believe, a 6 game series or 7 game series, whatever it is. And so if you're in Peoria area and you're looking for something to do tonight, tomorrow, and uh, all that, then yeah, get on down to Dozer Park and watch some
baseball.
Peoria Chiefs baseball.
Do you know how much tickets are usually?
I think tickets are around $15. I think.
It's
Um,
not bad.
so yeah, it's not too bad. Um, but yeah, I think that's how much they are, about $15.
Yeah, I haven't been there to watch, but I've been driven by it enough to see what it looks like, and it really doesn't look like there's a bad seat in the house.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, it's not. The ballpark is uh, pretty good. Like I said, there's not really a bad spot in um, the Chiefs lot. So
yeah, so cheap. If you don't like racing, you got the Chiefs to watch. Base some baseball locally.
yeah,
Um, so this is something that both Ty and I care. At least I can say it, but care deeply about. They've been doing it 10 years, and it is some friends of ours nonprofit organization called Wrestling for a Cure. Their 10th season. It's going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to be in Springfield, Illinois, at the fairgrounds at the Illinois building. Doors open at 5:30. Yeah, 5:30. It's small. Anyway, bell time at 6. Cards subject to change, but hey, the thing is, it's $5 to get in. $5. And the very cool thing about it is, every single cent they get in goes straight to the children's St. Jude's for Children's Hospital. So I think that's really cool. And they've almost and probably surpassed, in the 10 years they've done this, they've raised over $100,000 for St. Jude's. I think that's really cool. And like I said, they don't get a dime from it. In fact, to do a lot of the stuff they do, they pay out of their own pocket. And I know this personally because I'm very close with the people that run this. And we will actually, hopefully soon, have one of the people that started it on the show to interview him a little bit more closer to the time. But with that said, here are the 3 cards so far. They're having a Wrestling for a Cure Tag Team Championship. And if you know a lot about the local wrestling promotions here around Springfield, Peoria area, Central Illinois, there's going to be a 3-way tag battle. The boys, AEIOU. Basically, that means all eyes on us. And then the Shield Wall. Now, I've seen some videos of these, and I think for this one, it's going to be all eyes on us. Is going to be winning that one. Because I've seen them, because they've been in different promotions. They've been champions. I think they'll win that one. And then they have a Cruiserweight Championship. And basically what this is yes, it's Cruiserweight, but it's a belt that can be defended anywhere, anytime, no matter where. So that's pretty cool. Then the last one is for the championship, Scotty Cash and Mason Grayskull. Now with these two, I've seen both of them, and I think Scotty's going to win that one. So again, it's going to be July 11th. Go there, spend $20, have your whole family of 4 go there. And if you like wrestling, that's something that helps the kids out. And yeah. So with that said, Ty, do you have anything else you want to say?
No, I think I'm good. Like I said, I think I pretty much said what I needed to say, and like I said, I hope everybody gets to enjoy the dream. I think it's going to be a good race.
If you can't make the dream and still want your racing fix, you can go to Farmer City tomorrow night. And if you don't like those, you always have Chiefs baseball all this weekend.
Yep, Chiefs baseball this weekend. And like I said, on Flow, go watch the Dream, and then if you want to go over to Farmer City tomorrow night, go enjoy that.
Then you can actually watch both of them technically when you go to Farmer City, especially if you have a phone. But nevertheless, again, don't be a dick when it comes to putting things down, because if you can do better, buy the track and do it. Otherwise, you know what to do. And also, if anybody got $500,000, let me know. I could buy the track. But anyway, with Big Ben, Ty, we hope you had enjoyed the show, and yeah, we'll see you next time.